Here we go again. More 7 Days to Die. Alpha 18. It's now 18.2. We're having some tree problems. Some 1 health trees. Let's see what these are. Yeah. Tree problems. Okay. What can you do? So what I'm doing today is setting up a tiny little outpost, little AFK spot. You're out and about, it's getting close to night, or maybe you just got a phone call, or whatever. You want somewhere that you can just kind of relax for a couple minutes, maybe eat your lunch, maybe take a phone call from your mom, whatever. Just somewhere that you're safe from the zombies for a few minutes, and you can walk away from the computer and not end up back on your bedroll eaten by the zombies. So we're just gonna set up a little drop corridor, a little tiny little tower to hang out in. Nothing fancy at all here. We do have quite a bit of supplies on us for this silly endeavor. So what we've got here is a standard 4-block gap. And we're going to go with a tiny little tower. Going to try and stick with the 3x3. So we're just going to fill all this in, except the middle. Turn on our headlight. These frames, these spiderweb frames, are just a little hard to keep track of sometimes. So we just continue to fill all this in. And this could serve as, your first little base, or maybe temporary base, or even, first Horde Night base, or first couple Horde Night bases. So we're just going to fill all these suckers in, and what we end up with is a 3x3 pillar. Yes, hello. I'm busy. Thank you, though. Thank you for coming to see the new attraction. This also gets you quite a bit of XP. Granted, you have to, farm up all this stuff. We're just going to do a little stairwell on the side for now. We'll cap this off. Now, from here, you have a couple options. I mean, 3x3, if you close it in with walls, it literally leaves you 1 slot. But I'd like to be able to fit like a box of some kind. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a ring. Well, I guess it's not a ring if it's not circular. We'll take these stair frames down. We're going to add another row of blocks around the outside, to extend the platform out. And we'll put up some quick little walls. And now we actually need a proper staircase. So let's just do that and that. Sure. Alright. So how we're going to achieve the AFK bit of this is you can either use wood wedge tips made in a table saw, and then you upgrade them with cobblestone, and then upgrade them with concrete. Or you can use the wet concrete blocks. We'll just use the wood wedge tips for now. Orientation doesn't really matter all that much. They just need the narrow end up. So we can do a little bit of that. I'm sliding down. If you walk right on the edge, you don't slide down. Zombies see this as a full block and will attempt to run across it and slide off it. So with the wood wedge tips made from the table saw, you're going to need some more wood and cobble to upgrade them to concrete. If you're doing a horde night or whatever, this is the weakest point of the base. So this needs the most reinforcement, these wedge tips. And we're just going to leave this as little jumpies. If you put stairs in, they'll path up better, they'll do less damage to the blocks, but it takes them longer to jump. So, I'll get rid of those. Get our wood frames back out. Actually, no, let's get our wet concrete blocks out for later. So we're just going to go up 3, up 3 in each of the corners, like so. Nope. And we're going to connect it across in each direction to give us a roof. Because, you know, got to stay out of the weather. Don't want to get rained on. Don't want to get vultured. I'm going to leave ourselves one open block for a ladder to the roof for better visibility. And we're just going to carry this doubled up. So we're going to add some more blocks here on each of the corners. And then we got to decide where we're going to come in. I guess we'll come in from the south, where our stairs are. So we're going to go around and fill all this up very quickly. And this shouldn't push any structural integrity limitations at all. We have a small short ceiling. Normally I'll go up one higher, but this is kind of just an outpost. This is just here for AFKing or dropping off stuff while you're looting the city. Or, you know, riding out the night if it's early days and you don't want to be active during the night. When the zombies are all speedy. So we're going to take all this down. Yeah, and we're going to make some ladders. And we're just going to go with some wood ladders. We can live without our shotgun for a moment. And we're going to go 2 up. That's all we need. So that you can jump to it, but the zombies don't see that as an option. And we're going to do all the way down on here so that we can easily climb to the roof if we want to. And it's kind of helpful right now. So we can finish building this stuff. What you're going to want is a hatch or 2. We're going to go 2 hatches. I have no iron on me. Oh well. Let's see. Door. Should only need the, what, 2 doors? 2 doors. And we're going to position the hatch like so. We reinforce it all the way up to an iron hatch if we had iron with us. Make an iron hatch and reinforce it. And we're actually, since this is an AFK outpost and not a like horde fighting position, we're actually going to go ahead and add one more wedge tip so that they have nowhere to stand. And I'll just copy rotation and put that in there, and we'll get our wooden hatch. Actually, let's put our door in first so that we don't mess it all up. I want the door out there so I can put the hatch there. So if somehow someone is standing right at the end there, you can open the door, open the hatch, and deal with them. Forgot you. And quick little door. We'll do it interior wise so that when you climb up the ladder you have somewhere to stand if the door is closed, so you can stand here. There we go. And we got room for what, storage box or two. Where are they? So I'll make a couple of those and put it in the hotbar. 1, 2, 3. Some storage boxes. We'll even unlock them for everyone else. Nice guy that we are. So we've got some iron. So we can't quite upgrade our doors. But how this all comes together is you can just stand here and the zombies will jump, 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 jump. And they think this wedge tip is a full block. So they will try to walk across to get you and fall down. And then, how do we get to them? Well, there's a path. Let's go use the path. And they fall down. So with this door closed, they have nowhere to stand. So that you can safely AFK inside the base. And there are no zombies around to show this off with, unfortunately. I'll see if I can go find one. Well, no zombies to be found. I'm sure some will show up at some point. Other improvements that you can make to this base. You can obviously make the platform larger and make the top larger, but if you want to prevent them from beating on the walls here, what you do, just copy rotation here. And since this is 3 high, you can do one of these numbers. And I believe it's... where does it end up? Well, let's just split the stack. And turn this into a wedge top. Or bottom, depending on how you're using it. Copy the rotation. You can do this all the way around the outside. And what that does is there's nowhere for them to really climb up and beat on. They may take a swing at this as they're walking by, but they may not. So if you fill this whole thing in, like so, it looks kind of like a ramp for them to come up and get you. But it isn't. It really isn't. Yes, trader. I know you're closing. So they can stack up, but with the small overhang, they'll never be able to jump up to get you. So I would not recommend putting this right under your ladders. You might need to move the ladders around, add a block, like so, and then bring the ladders out. But they can't climb up this the way players can. You slide off, but you can bunny hop up these kind of slopes. Zombies cannot. So that's another way to just make the base, the pillar, the support for your base, even more secure. Is just adding ramps for them to slide off, or just making it thicker. Just make it thicker, like so. Obviously, this costs more resources. Doubling up all the walls. But it makes it safer. So, tiny little outpost. Not a whole lot of like really good fighting positions. To achieve better fighting positions, you'd want to modify some of these blocks. I'll get out of the way, ladder. And instead of using full blocks, we would use something like plates. Yay, night spawns. Not centered. Where's the other one? Where is it? There it is. And you just spin these suckers around and place them on the outside like so. And that allows you to get a lot closer to the edge. giving you better look down abilities. Let's go see what's going on. Open our hatch. Are you a spider? You sound like a spider. You're a spider. So this is a perfect example. He's going to jump, but he's got nowhere to stand. So he just slides off. Maybe he hits the blocks a little bit, but then he goes back around. And he takes a really long time. It's nighttime. They're going fast mode. But it takes him a really long time to do all the jumps. But every time zombies trigger a fall, they also trigger a swing. Which is why these wedge tips right here are the weakest part of the base. Did you give up, buddy? Oh, you're hitting the blocks a little bit. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you. Enough of you. So this allows you to open up the door. Other things you can do is put hatches in. Again, you can put the plates all around so you have better, view out of the tower. This is just kind of like, I don't want to log off. I just need to go get a drink, or answer the phone, or answer the door, or put the dog out because the dog's on fire. Whatever it happens to be, just gives you a nice little tiny little tower to AFK at during the night. Here comes a zombie horde, wandering horde, huh? All right. Hey, I'm up here. And you have all the time in the world to deal with these guys. Repairs will be minimal. You can see it takes them a long time to jump up. Other design decisions that you could do is you could make places to put your junk turrets, or you could just put them on the roof. And if you're using junk turrets. But you can see it takes them a long time to get up and go around. And they are going to hit some blocks here and there. They're going to get stuck, and they're going to just whack on things. But eventually they'll find their way around. You can even open this if you want to give them slightly better pathing. But it keeps you from falling out of the place as well, so. Whichever side they tend to favor, usually dictated by the angle of the ramps. You may want to put, like this block here, replace it with a plate, so that you can have a better angle as they're running back to get back up top. You can see they hit these blocks a little bit, but they really didn't do anything to them. Once that's actually dried, it would take nothing damage-wise from a few zombies. And besides me drilling into the blocks, yeah, this thing's pretty much done. So if you watch this, and all of this, little outpost base, or AFK base, just time to take a little break, relax, hide from the zombies. So if you watch this, and all of this, thanks for watching.